All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Jaygeons and Dragclarks. This time we are doing our Rise of Somebody campaign. I'm your DM, Corey. With me, as usual, is Mike as Tony Lowshot Pobar, Scott as Leovan Master Druid, or MD, um, Dr. Cassius Hole, played by Jay, and Swaggy Hagrid, played by my father, Dan. So last time we played, the party made it out of the ice glacier. Oya Vigaton, yes, thank you. I was trying to find Oya Vigaton, you guys made it out of there. You found some stuff along the way. Leovan, you got a new stone, increasing your frost spells for your staff.
3 more Tony, of them and you can wipe out the world. Well, half of
it. Tony, you got new gauntlets that allow you to bite things ghosts as a bonus action, which you attempted to do on some ghosts later on as the questionable decision of the session. Crispin got a cool bow that does some useful things as a rogue. And Hagrid, you got
betrayed by a friend.
That, but you also, since you were here, I'll kind of go back over it. Hagrid felt a presence and a voice in the back of his mind, speaking of his heroics and his attempts to help his team through their hardships, such as when he was the sole party member to go to work his way towards Leovan, when he was stable but unconscious in the pool of icy cold water in Varramanthar's lair. Was that the name of that dragon?
Varragamanthar? That was the
Rothater, yes. Sorry, I've been editing past episodes. Varragamanthar was the black dragon in the Mirror of Dead Men.
Yeah, the one that's almost killed Leovan with a rug.
I tend to almost die a lot, apparently.
It happens. Yeah, some ladies definitely did that to you one time. But anyway, so the party made their way out of Oya Vigaton by boat, where they were found by a messenger raven that was, in fact, as was found out by Cassius, a sort of medium for Leosin to talk to the party and give you guys a method by which to teleport to Borskir Bridge in an effort to find Varram the White, one of the worm speakers of the Cult of the Dragon, who has, according to rumor, lost his dragon mask. So you guys went to Borskir Bridge, where you met up with a halfling named Bolo, who was running an inn. She, after you guys promised not to hurt Varram because she believes Varram to be a hero, having slain a Yuan Ti who was in the camp spying on people. Varram had made his way into the Serpent Hills in an attempt to, you guys aren't really sure actually where he's going, but you guys do know that he has a little bit of a head start on you guys, and you made your way into the Serpent Hills. Where you were making camp for the evening, you guys found a trio of tombstones on the side of the road, marking where some past adventurers or travelers had fallen. In an attempt to read the worn-out tombstones, Leovan leaned in and was attempted to grab by really a ghost. And then 3 ghosts came up out of the ground and started fighting the party. One of them was successful in
possessing.
Jesus, I knew it started with a P. I was like, P what? Possessing Crispin. Sorry, guys, I'm really bad with English right now, apparently. So one of them possessed Crispin, who turned on Hagrid. The party was able to knock Crispin unconscious and end the possession. So that's where we pick up, really, is there are the 4 chimps of Leovan's creation in the camp, and you guys are able to make camp for the evening. If you guys want to do anything during the evening actually is going to go by without any sort of issues or events. Tony.
Are there any animals around that I can see?
There's 4 monkeys.
Well, besides
go
the
ahead.
monkeys.
Go ahead and make a nature check for me.
That is 7.
You hear some animal noises in the night. You know, your typical owls hooting, crickets chirping, monkeys picking at each other.
Well,
We're owl exterminators.
with that being said, I'd like to use speak with animals and just holler at an owl. Be like, hey, I got a question for you.
You hear from a tree not too far away a confused voice reply back. Yeah.
I relay what the guy we're looking for looks like and ask the owl if he's seen anybody who matches the description and where they were heading, if so.
He tells you.
He says who, so help me God.
Nah, he tells you that there was a group of people where one might have matched the description that you've given, heading the same direction you're heading on the same path not too long ago.
Okie dokie. That's just what I wanted to make sure we were heading in the right direction. Thank you.
And you hear like a flutter and some leaves rustling as the owl.
I'm assuming I understood none of that, and I just looked at the druid and goes like, I thought you're supposed to be talking to animals.
Yeah, no, really, you guys are all just kind of sitting around, and Tony's like hooting at trees, and there's hooting coming back. It's really weird.
Fits right in line with Tony.
It's true.
I don't know. I allowed us to interrogate a frog. You think this is that weird anymore?
We're owl exterminators.
Yep, we're on the right track, guys. Person matching description. Heading this way. That's all I got.
All right. Also, I just want to point out on the map at this time, there's a green aura around Hagrid. That is an aura that Hagrid has mentioned a few times throughout the campaign. That is his aura of protection. If you guys are inside that aura, you get some bonuses to certain things, which I believe has changed recently. Like some greater bonuses that are now occurring in there.
Yes, Jay, how may I help you?
Does it also apply to me?
Yes.
Awesome.
It applies to all allies.
Yeah, the color blindness is really the part that's going to get me.
Oh, sorry. I guess I probably could have picked the yellow one instead of the green one.
Hagrid is going to complain about us all humping his leg now.
Tony, you could always just not hump his leg.
I didn't know that was an option.
It always is. Not humping is always an option.
That just sounds wrong. That can't be right.
No, in fact, it's one of the most right things you could do. The most right thing you could do is never procreate.
Too late.
Oh my God.
Wait, what?
Wow, that's news. Tony, how many kids do you have?
Good question.
More
All
or
right.
less than the number of monkeys that are here?
Less
Do
at
you
the
know
moment.
numbers? Are you aware of what a number is?
I'm just basing it off of the bodies I see, and it's less than those monkeys now.
Do you know what a child is?
Yeah, it's funny. You know, for me being a Goliath, all of my kids came out about human-sized. Go figure.
Was the mother a human?
No, it's a Goliath like me. What do you expect?
And what happens if you mix a gnome with a Goliath? That's
No,
interesting.
I'm making this up on the fly.
Human size sounds about right. All right. So you guys are able to take a short rest, or sorry, a long rest over the evening. The next day of travel, I've placed you here just for sake of viewing. But as you're traveling along the road, you see up in the sky several vultures circling around a certain part of the wood. And as you guys approach that part of the trail, there is in fact a small trail that leads off in that direction. Do you guys want to take that trail or continue along the road?
Which one has more of Tony's progeny in it?
Good question.
Because I'll take the other path.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, we do have a druid and we do have me. We can always talk to the damn vultures.
They are quite high up in the air. It's like I mean, you've seen like movies and stuff like that where vultures are like seemingly hundreds of feet up in the air. I don't think your spell reaches quite that far.
What if he shouts really loud?
They'll just hear shouting.
And I don't talk to the vultures.
So,
Now this might be bias, and I might need to check my bias, but I've never seen the vultures around things I also want to be around.
They're usually around dead things.
Yes, and we're looking for living things.
Sometimes.
Currently.
how do we know the living things aren't now dead?
We're just going to have to take that on faith.
To expound on the aura that was being referenced, it is an aura of courage, and friendly creatures within 10 feet of me cannot be frightened. That'll be helpful with dragons, I think.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna give
Cassius
Tony
knows well that it would be helpful with dragons.
giving Tony more courage. He picked a bar fight and almost died.
It's
He
not that you
needs
picked a
more
bar
courage.
fight. I instigated a bar fight for you.
Tony really
That's
needs
true.
more courage in that department.
This is back before I realized don't math with Hagrid stuff.
All right. So you guys want to continue along the trail, or do you want to go to the side, the offside? It's completely your choice.
Little do we know they all lead back to the same place. I'd say we just continue. Screw the vultures.
So that's two, because I know Cassius said that he would rather not. Which again, totally fine.
Knowing that I just feel like the vultures aren't going to lead to anything good.
In fact, they may lead to something bad.
Probably lead to more ghosts trying to possess people and
Or a dire vulture.
a Hagrid and Crispin stab fight.
Yeah, if I don't mind, can I insight check to see what the dynamic is between Hagrid and Crispin right now?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. Natural 20 plus 6.
Okay. Hagrid, let me know, how do you feel towards Crispin, knowing that he did stab you multiple times, but that he was possessed by a ghost? Because you saw the ghost come out of him.
I completely understand and harbor no ill will or animosity towards my fellow adventurer.
All right. So yeah, Cassius, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary really seeming for Crispin and Hagrid.
All right, that's on the back burner.
Okay. So then, as you guys continue, another day goes by. You wind up spending 3 days hiking along the trail into the Serpent Hills, and you arrive. Let me snag that player tag here. Oh, come on now. Why would you do that to me? There we go. Okay. So you guys arrive at a ruined village. A town nestled into a canyon between two bluffs, but really around you all you see are a few ruined stone structures and the slab foundations of some buildings remaining. You notice cave entrances dotting the bluffs, marking former residences and simple tombs.
Guys, I hope I'm just being alarmist here, but everybody make sure that these buildings don't move.
Can I commune with nature then?
Are you a barbarian?
Yeah, I just got spells finally, so I can use them.
That's really weird that you have spells. Okay,
It's totem warrior stuff.
yeah, go ahead, commune with nature. Remind me, I need to look up what that spell exactly does and what the range on it is.
3 miles.
3 miles. Because you're not underground, correct?
Yep, it's 300 feet underground. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of land within 3 miles of you. Underground, 300 feet. Does not function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as in dungeons and towns. But seeing as this is ruins, I wouldn't think it would be a town.
What about the
Tony
inside
has a
of it?
5th level spell?
Yeah. I gain knowledge about terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, powerful celestial, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, influence from other planes of existence, and buildings.
Okay. So, Tony, this is going to essentially be a 3 wishes kind of thing. You have 3 questions that you can ask pertaining to that list of things with nature to discern what the nature in the area can tell you within 3 miles of this area based on your questions.
Really what I care about, what I wanted to find out was any of the undead here within 3 miles.
That's the other campaign.
Well, we
Undead,
came across
so-
ghosts.
Oh, that's a fair point. I understand my joke.
You do not detect any undead as revealed to you by nature based on your question.
Second question is any peoples that I could figure inhabited this area? Like the type of peoples, because it just says peoples.
Let's see here.
Hill people.
Give me just a second. I need to look at something. You're getting a decidedly human vibe.
Okay. And any actual populated towns nearby?
Within 3 miles of here, you get nothing.
Okay. So no undead guys. Seems like a people place, and there doesn't seem to be anybody nearby. And
I give him
I'm
a
spent.
weird look. Like, who do you think you are?
I'm a necromancer.
So you guys also, you see a entrance to a large tomb-looking structure standing in what was once a large paved plaza. The remains of a fountain are now little more than a stone circle set around a crumbling hole in the ground leading to a deep well below. 2 stone statues stand in the courtyard, rising 20 feet high. Behind them, a 40-foot high edifice is carved into the cliffside, dominated by relief columns carved with strange otherworldly scenes. The statue, anyone who wants to know more about the statues, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Yep.
Yes.
+6
Uh,
for a very, very abysmal total. I see a statue. It is off the ground and in one piece.
All right. Hagrid, are you rolling?
Oh, sorry.
You don't have to. If you want to learn more about the statues, you can.
Which one? Perception?
Yes.
15.
Okay. Everybody, this is a pretty low DC thing, but everybody notices the left-hand statue is what looks to be a bearded human male wearing exotic clothes, but its face is smashed beyond recognition. Holds a balance in its right hand and a cudgel at its side, its left hand raised as if in warning. The statue to the right of the entrance is a young human male wearing similarly exotic clothing. The left half of its head is cracked off and laying at its feet. The statue holds a shepherd's crook in its left hand and a sword at its waist, its right hand raised in warning as well. The relief carved scenes around the entrance to this tomb-like structure depict things, very otherworldly things, other worlds and planes that never came to be. You see creatures that really make no sense. Like they look like strange amalgamations of things that you've seen before, or something that you maybe saw in shadow of a glimpse of a dream. The worldscapes that are featured on there look completely alien. Some with civilizations of buildings that you've never even seen before. Some are planets that look just wrong. Everything on these is very, very much not what you are used to here in Faerun.
Well, it seems to me that when we're chasing after bad guys, we might have to specifically go where statues tell us not to. Any counterpoints?
I mean, who put the statues here?
Masons is my first guess.
Hagrid, based off of where you're standing, you can see along the large cliff wall that dominates the side of this canyon, you can see eminence of a previously used camp in the plaza near the ruined foundation. The campfire is letting off just those last wisps of smoke as it's burned out, and there are 3 bedrolls laid out. And to the east, you can just barely see what looks to be freshly dug graves.
Using divine sense, do I detect anything?
Remind me what divine
statues
from the statues specifically.
Yeah.
What does divine sense tell you?
Register of strong evil.
You do not get anything from your divine sense. And not in this.
It also applies to an area that has been consecrated and desecrated.
Okay. As far as desecration goes, you sense something incredibly faintly. Like you've used your divine sense before and you've gotten things back, and it's definitely a sense that has registered much stronger on you in the past. This feels like you're not even sure if you're just looking for something or if you're actually sensing something, but deep in this tomb, you notice something that sort of gets that feeling of desecration.
But nothing in the immediate area.
No. It appears as though whatever graves were freshly dug, the skills and tasks that need to be done in order to consecrate said ground has not been made.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to investigate the statues to see if there's any wards or traps that I can quickly glean.
Okay. So as you approach the statues, you hear the sudden grinding of stone. The colossal figures turn their massive heads, shattered features staring down at you. 2 voices issue forth in unison, booming out as though erupting from the deep earth. Halt! You come before Diderius, ether walker and conduit of clairvoyance. Behold ye now his wondrous triumphs. Diderius extends wisdom, and Diderius offers knowledge. Which do you seek?
Knowledge is power, and knowing is half the battle.
What were the options?
Wisdom or intelligence? I search wisdom.
Yeah.
The
Wisdom.
statues respond, Diderius shall grant you what you seek, but only if you heed him and continue to show proper respect. As they both end saying that at the same time, you hear that grinding of stone again, and they return to their original positions.
I want to cast Stone Shape on the one of them and try to give him a smiley face.
So much for that wisdom.
Which one? The one on the left has no face,
that
as
one.
it's been smashed out, and the one on the right has half a face.
The
Give it
one
a
with
face.
no face.
Make a face for him.
So you see a small half semicircle arc appear inside the face of the statue on the left.
When I look at this, does it give me the idea of, do you want to know how I got these scars?
It is strangely unsettling, especially to have seen something come to life and address you, and then to be sort of defaced with something as baseless as a small smiley face.
I mean, I
was
feel
trying
like
to
it's
give him a
a
face.
face
He
as
never had
opposed to defaced.
I was trying to give him a face back.
Yeah.
You get the feeling, Laven, as you put that smiley face on there, that probably didn't fit.
Look,
Sorry, man.
I enjoy your artistic integrity, Laven. Trust me, I'm the first one to tell you to do yourself.
Tony,
But-
go ahead and make a survival check for me.
But I feel like we're about to be placed on a trial here.
That's not very good.
Okay, I will
9.
show a little more restraint.
Tony, it's getting a little dark.
Your restraint will be greatly appreciated. I don't want you running around like any of the wild tieflings that I've seen in my life.
What is it with those guys?
The wild tieflings of the jungle. I know what you're talking about exactly.
Yeah. I've heard one of legend that was just a straight idiot. Asked a magical being to teach him how to read maps.
Sounds like a very useful skill.
Yeah. I also heard that he had friends who just cover his mouth to keep him from doing stuff to hurt his friends.
What I'm hearing is we need to make hemp.
You know, for once I have to agree with the species amorphous being.
So we need to clear buildings first just so we don't get surprised.
All right.
What is this showing of honor or whatever it is to this Diderius? Respect, I believe it was, as it was worded.
Yes.
We continue to do that.
It should be a simple request.
I want to investigate the stove.
The stove?
The stove.
What stove?
The
Going
fire?
down by the graves. Looks like a stove.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, is that like a? Oh, what is that? Like
That's why I called it a stove. It looks like a stove.
I
I'm
can
not
see
really
where
sure
you're
what
coming
that
from.
is.
It does.
Cabinet with holes in it.
It looks like a stove.
Oh, I've seen this. It was on Legends of the Hidden Temple. If we build a monkey on top of it, it opens a door.
So Tony, as you look around, you see, all of the signs and symptoms of a long abandoned, ruined village, including some cooking mechanisms left behind by some ancient society.
All right. Is there anything in
Is-
said buildings we should be aware of?
Is anyone worried that the fire wasn't out?
Laven, make an investigation check.
Whether or not a fire is burning should be a DC 1, right?
12.
12.
Yeah.
You notice some drag marks leading from the fire to the well to the south.
Haggard, you want to take a glance at the well?
Who carries a fire to a well?
I walk cautiously over to the well.
Okay. Hagrid, make a investigation check. With advantage, because you know that you're looking for something. You've been tipped off by Laven.
Nice. That'll be a nat 20.
Okay. You see a very small opening in the well, so small that really only Tony could fit, and it might be kind of tight. But around the well, you see various as you look, there's like small trails of blood in the dirt and sand. As you kind of sort of sift through, you actually see a human fingernail.
Mm.
Is there fungus on it? Does it need some Lotrimin?
No.
Is it fresh?
Is there any lotion near this well?
That's the first thing.
Reference?
Leovan, make a medicine check.
Ooh, this will be good. 26.
26. The blood is relatively fresh.
And there's nothing else around, like tracks that lead anywhere. Like there's just this fingernail. I'm sorry, I'm misunderstanding something about this.
As you're looking around you and Hagrid, you get the sense that any tracks that were left behind were probably covered up by whatever was being dragged.
Mm-hmm.
So something was dragged, and because it was being dragged behind something, there's no tracks.
How
Other than
fresh do
track.
the graves look?
The graves? Graves are very fresh. There's 7 of them. And they are there's 7 shallow, fresh graves.
What about tracks around the graves?
There are human footprints.
Do these drag marks look like they're from a grave that has been disturbed?
No, they're from the graves are over here, toward to the east of the camp. The camp is here. There are 3 bedrolls next to a fire that's mostly extinguished, and there are drag marks from the camp to the well to the south.
And we found a fingernail.
Is there any loose, like, building component that I can pick up and drop into the well just to see if there's anything in the well?
Yeah, there's like various pieces of stone and wood.
Yeah,
Stove.
I'll take a relatively about that size piece of stone, and I'll just drop it into the well.
Okay.
And see if it hits water or if it hits something else.
As you drop it, go ahead and make a perception check.
21.
21. You hear it fall. It sounds like probably about 10 feet. And then you hear it clatter off of stone and continue to echo as it goes. So it hits some stone about 10 feet down and then continues to bounce somewhere.
It's intriguing.
Or fall.
The next thing I'll do is I'll use the campfire to light a torch, and then same idea, just trying to drop. Or actually, no. Does my dark vision allow me any extra vision on that?
I got you. Hold on. I mean, you keep doing your thing. Sorry.
No, you do. Yeah, I'm gonna use my dark vision and try to perceive. Do I see anything in gray down there?
You see about 10 feet of stone well that then curls off to another direction, towards the canyon wall, the canyon bluff to your east.
To the east. All right.
I would like to become a spider.
Okay.
And try crawling down there.
Okay.
Like a regular little spider, because I would,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so you crawl down. After 10 feet, the wall curves off towards the east. As you go, it kind of winds a little bit, and you have gone probably about, it's hard to tell as a spider how far you've really gone. As best you can guess, it's probably another 20, 30 feet to the east, and it has continued to like go down in steps and plateaus, and then you run into water in the well.
And I went east the whole way?
Correct.
Okay. So it's like a dead end for me because I ran into water.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'll go back out.
Okay.
When he jumps out, I goes like, "Hey, little guy, what'd you see?" And then I can't hear anything because I don't speak spider.
Do you attempt to answer him before you resume your elf shape?
Speak with animals.
Yes, just to see what sound I make.
It's a sort of like a when you take like two brushes and you as you sort of like rub your pincers together in an attempt to make some sort of form of language.
I will translate.
I'm gonna go back to myself.
Tony still translates.
Right, I was gonna say Tony continues to repeat what you say after you say it.
Once you are fully you again, I continue.
So it goes down about 10 feet and then curves out to the east.
So it goes down about 10 feet and then curves off to the east.
And it goes a ways. It's hard to tell when you're a spider. If you had done it, you'd know. But it goes just straight east for a while and then finally gets to water.
No.
Another question here is, when you were looking down the well, did your spider eyes make everything one image, or did you see 8 things that all happen to be the same or mostly overlap?
It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, asking for science.
It's sort of like they're 4 pairs of eyes that sort of blend together.
Okay.
It's like 4 sets of images.
This is intriguing.
It's like four really poorly done panoramic photos like stacked on top of each other where you can like see the line between them.
Oh, so like 4 pictures of mine. Got it. Yeah. But you didn't see an ingress point?
It seemed to be a pretty straight path.
Okay. I imagine when they sat there and said, treat this area like with respect, I don't think they meant breaking in. Huh.
Well, I don't think Hagrid or I will fit down that hole anyways.
And I can't turn anyone else into a spider.
Fair point. All right. Well, methodically clearing out the rest of the buildings. What's this one right here all about?
As you continue to clear through the buildings, they really are bare bones. If there's anything in them, it's completely ruined. You see like what looks to be remnants of a bookshelf. Like I said before, whoever lived in this town was so long ago that even Cassius, you don't even recall there being a town in the Serpent Hills.
Any of them have any semblance of a roof or no?
No, whatever roofing material was used before has long since crumbled to decomposition. You see remnants of what may have been thatching around some of the stone structures.
Screw it, it's getting late. Make camp. Use whatever we can that still has semi-functional walls.
Yep. Best we can get today is probably a lean-to.
I would think this structure over here would probably be the best.
Yeah, one way in. I mean, it is only one way out, but still only one way.
How tall are the walls on that?
So the walls around the back are probably about 15 feet tall. Okay. As you curl around towards the front where that doorway opens, they have like crumbled and worn down to time and weather, to where right where there's like the ruined doorway stuff right here, they're basically ground level.
Okay, so it gives us still pretty good vantage and the ability of cover.
Correct.
All right, I like it. I vote for bedding down in there.
Sure. Seems like a good start anyway.
No arguments here.
All right.
All right, guys, so go ahead and move yourselves in the building. Place yourselves as you would like to be placed.
Furthest away from all of this stuff.
We got like a wooden bed frame, maybe a table, remnants of a bookcase or something.
Yeah, as you kind of look around Hagrid, most of any wood that you still see there is, sort of like almost like driftwood in its composition at this point. It's very smooth and pockmarked, and bears a little resemblance to what it might have been.
All right, are we setting watches?
I'll take a first one, or a second one, or a third one. I'll take the first.
I'll take first if you want to take second.
Yeah, I got second.
Third.
I can. Okay. Say I don't need that much sleep, so I can take whatever.
Okay. So who has first watch?
I do.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
16. 10 plus 6.
And you have dark vision now, correct?
Yes, dark vision out to 90 feet.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, what did you say your perception check was again?
16. 10 plus 6.
16. Okay. Okay. So, you hear from right outside the building that you guys are in, you hear some voices in a language that you don't understand. They sound deep, and they are just outside of the building. You can't see a source, but you do hear the voices.
So, crossing out the list, the language is not common, draconic, infernal, or primordial.
Let me double check.
Or
Nope.
No.
Druidic.
Nope.
Or Elvish.
Nope.
All right.
But you're asleep anyway, Laven.
I'm going to press my back against the corner of that door frame, and not necessarily just kind of use my peripherals to see if I can make out any shapes. Not trying to see what I can see without making myself possible to be seen. I might have to stealth that.
Yes, please go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay. That's a 19, 15 plus 4.
Okay.
Talk about rolling well when I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're able to move to the wall, and you believe yourself to be to have done that quite stealthily.
And what am I able to see?
So in the darkness, you see. Did you guys set a fire in the camp at all?
I did not.
No.
I didn't.
Okay, that's what I thought. So in the darkness, it's very dark outside. There's a slight amount of moonlight, and
So
you're able
enough
to
for me to see.
Yes, in your dark vision, you're able to see in this direction a
North?
large shape, but you can't determine what exactly it is. But it's very large and it is moving.
Okay. At that point, I will sit there and try to quietly rouse somebody awake. Looks like Hagrid would be closest to me, so I'm just trying to tap him and just.
Okay. All right. So Hagrid, you feel through your slumber a slight sort of physical jarring, and you open your eyes to see Cassius is the one who's tapping you, and you see him holding his finger over his mouth, and you look up, and you are unable to see anything in the darkness.
Okay. I don't say anything. I just kind of hold on to Cassius by the shirt sleeve to have to lead me towards where he can keep an eye on whatever it is that's coming towards us.
And then in short succession, I do the same for Leovan and then Tony. And Crispin, I guess, but Crispin's last.
Go ahead and I want you to make 3 stealth checks for me.
14, 12, dirty 20. I couldn't think of 16 plus 4.
I had a sneeze that ran away.
Oh, I thought you were doing that in character.
Yeah, I thought you were doing a thing. Yeah.
No, sorry, I was about to sneeze. I muted my mic. All right, so while you're attempting to rouse Tony, you hear from outside. You hear the sounds that are occurring change. And at that time, two trolls rush into the room. There we go. Oh my god, why do I keep moving the map? Okay, yes. So two very large shapes rush into the room. Anyone with dark vision is able to make out that these are now trolls. But anyone without can just see very large shapes sort of silhouetted by the moonlight. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
That is horrible.
Come on.
That was almost the worst I could ever initiative.
All right.
Completely aware of it, can see it. I don't know if I want to fight these guys.
You weren't quite ready.
I need a coffee.
I am the Dragonborn.
Oh geez, there's a lot of numbers here. Cassius, you rolled a 6.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Tony's going to be up first with his 22, and then Leovan. Okay. Okay. So Tony, you are up first.
I would like to rage. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna step right there, and I'm gonna recklessly smack at a troll.
Okay. What weapon are you using?
It should still be Longsword of Life Stealing.
Okay.
I haven't changed it out. That is going to be... Neither of them are going to hit for the first one. It was a 5 and a 4.
Yeah, that's not it.
So unless it's going to end up being a 13 or a 12.
Nope.
Yep. I think that's right. Either way. Wow. I'm doing the opposite of the week before. Those aren't going to hit. And I'm spent.
Okay. Leovan, you're up.
Okay, hopefully this will make sense. That's a 20-foot radius, right?
That's actually a little bit big. So the big squares are 10 feet. The little squares are 5. So you've got a 40-foot radius. Sorry, a 20-foot radius. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah,
I always get radius diameter mixed up. So, okay.
I did too, apparently.
Yeah.
Freshman year
someone-
geometry failed you, Scott.
I just don't remember things. Anyway,
It's exactly what you want to hear from a lawyer.
so I'm going to cast Ice Storm,
Mm-hmm.
which is that 20-foot radius, 40-foot cylinder thing. All the creatures have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Your dimensions are a little bit off. You're 5 feet short on that.
That.
Okay. You said they need to make a dexterity save?
Yes.
Okay. So starting with the ones that you can see, the one on the left rolls a 5, so that's a fail. The one on the right rolls a 5, so that's a fail.
Massive.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
They're going to take 7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
5, 10, 12. And then 18 cold damage. Oh, no, one more because of my stone. 22 cold damage.
Okay. So that's total 29 damage, right? 22
Yes.
plus 7 is 29.
Yes. And then that area becomes difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Okay. All right. With that, is that it for your turn, Laven?
What else would I want to do? Then I want to cast Fairy Fire on them, if I can do that.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot cube, so we can use, I guess, the same area, right?
No, so a 20-foot cube looks
Oh,
a
that's
little...
smaller. That's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20. So I do that?
Yep. And then, is that a
Another-
save?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
They get burned to a crisp.
Not
Another
that kind of
dex saving
fire.
throw, you said?
Yes.
Okay. One on the
It's
left rolls a 12. One on the right rolls a 5 again.
They both failed, so they're glowing now. And any attack against them, we have advantage if you can see them.
I need to change it. Okay, Haggard, you are now able to see the trolls in the room quite easily.
Okay.
They have been wreathed in what color, Laven?
Like neon green.
All right,
Damn
the
it.
trolls in the room have been wreathed in a neon green light.
It's Fallout all over again.
Is this light able to emit far enough to where I can see
It's a
me and Cassius in its glow also?
it's a 10-foot whatever you call it, glow.
Oh, okay.
Sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Let me
Dim light, I
change-
can't see.
change that a little bit.
When am I going to make a character who's not colorblind?
You should be able to see these ones. These are yellow.
Yeah, no, it's not the arc. It's my character's also colorblind.
Oh, right, yeah, because it's neon green. That's right. Yes.
I should have gone for
yeah,
the
so
violet,
you are
sorry.
able to see Tony and Cassius in the room, Haggard.
Okay.
Is that it for your turn, Laven?
Yes.
Okay. Haggard, it is your turn.
All right. Just as a matter of accuracy, since I said I was holding on to Cassius's shirt sleeve, I feel I should put myself right there.
Okay.
So I think what I want to do first is move there
Okay.
and attempt to melee that troll.
Okay.
Sorry, I was also trying to think of something else, but
Was it that troll's very quick demise?
is an adjusted 20?
Yes, a dirty 20 will hit.
The filthiest 20.
And that is 11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I'll attempt to do the same for my extra attack.
Okay.
And that is a critical fail.
Okay. All right. So, is that it for your turn, Hagrid?
Yeah.
All right. You do a little health housekeeping on the trolls real quick. Let's see, this one you're going to be able to see now because he's going to go into the light there. But this troll is going to take a couple steps in to get around Tony, but not past him. You said that area is difficult terrain, right, Laven?
Yep. For just this turn.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he's gonna stay there. All right. Cassius, you just barely see a third troll come into view as one of its claws rips part of the wall out. So now he has unfettered access to you.
Does that technically count as an attack?
That one, no. I'm actually sacrificing one of his multi-attacks in order to...
Because I was going to sit there, it's like, you Sentinel.
But he is going to make 2 attacks against you.
Okay. Well, it's against me, so I can't use Sentinel on that. But
Okay.
I'll do Blood Curse of the Eyeless on that first one.
Okay. So that's got disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's not going to hit you then. So he misses with his second claw, but his bite attack is going to hit you because I rolled a natural 18, and
That'll hit.
that'll hit. So, I said you missed with his second claw, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I'm rolling the right stuff. So you take 6 piercing damage from his bite.
All right.
And then this other troll here is going to use his multi-attack. He's going to make 2 attacks at Haggard and 1 at Cassius. So it's a bite and a claw at Haggard. Misses with the bite. The claw is a 23.
That'll hit.
Okay. That is 12 slashing damage. And the attack against you, Cassius, is a 14.
14 will miss.
14 misses. Okay. Then the other troll is going to make some swings at you, Tony. You rolled recklessly, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So for his bite attack, that's probably going to miss. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay. Claw number 1. That's a 14 also. Claw 2. With advantage, that is a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that is for 9 slashing damage, which is halved to 4.
Yep.
Okay. That's the end of the trolls. Cassius, you're up.
All right. I will start off by using my bonus action to imbue my rapier with light or Rite of the Storm.
Okay.
And that puts me down more hit points than I'm comfortable being at. But I need to attack, so I'm going to multi-attack with 2 going towards that guy so I can advantage toss.
Okay.
The first one is a natural 17, which will hit.
You have advantage on your attacks against him, actually.
I know, because of Fairy Fire. That's why I said natural 17. The other one was a 6. Second one is 8 plus 8, 16. So
those will both hit. A 17 and a 16?
Yep.
Yep, those
All
will
right,
both hit.
so that's 2d8 and 2d6.
Lightning damage, correct?
Piercing and lightning, yes.
Okay.
So for the 2 attacks, the piercing damage will come out to be 9 plus 12. 21 piercing damage and 6 lightning damage.
Okay.
With everything said and done.
Both attack. Okay.
Yeah. And then that'll be my turn.
Okay. Tony, you're up.
Alrighty. Well, I will go after the one that's closest to me, recklessly, of course.
Okay.
This is going to be a rough day. Neither of those are going to hit. Next attack, that is a 26.
That'll hit.
Alright. And that is a D8. That's 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And just because I'm going to use my bonus attack to bite him.
Okay.
Which I have to remember how to do. Does it say on this? Did you ever get a chance to update that?
Nope. I don't think I did. It's your strength.
Okay. So, because I don't have anything for...
Yeah, so roll a d20, add your strength.
It's a 19 for starters.
Okay, that will hit.
And then what's the damage on it?
It's 2d8 piercing damage.
Okay. That is with no modifier to him, correct?
Correct.
6 damage.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Leovan, you're up.
All right. I am going to cast Lightning Bolt. That'll be that line.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it 4th level.
Okay.
So it is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Troll 1, closest to you. 11.
Fail.
Troll 2, 7.
Fail.
Shit. Troll 3, 7.
Fail.
You guys really like these dice, I think. All right, so all 3 trolls fail.
I'm enjoying it. Okay, so 96. So,
Say 96
yep.
or 9d6.
9d6.
Okay.
Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one more. So 7, 8, 11, 16, 20, 22, 27.
27 damage to all 3?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
And then I am going to cast Ice Knife.
Ooh, I like that one. Okay. Yeah. Dexterity saving throw, right? No, that's a roll to attack.
Yeah, it is.
So where are you throwing it?
The one closest to me.
Okay.
Oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. I should do it the one further. I'm going to try
Which
to
one?
hit this guy if I can.
Okay.
Right, because my range is 60.
And throughout all of this, Crispin is sleeping, right?
Yes.
I wasn't able to wake him up. Fuck.
No.
Just
15 to
snoring
hit.
loudly in the background after a lightning bolt goes off.
Laven, what'd you say? 15?
15?
Just barely hits.
Perfect. Okay, and then I've never used this before, so
So I think it's 2d6 damage from the original ice knife, and then it explodes.
no, it's the other way around. So 1d10,
It
and then I'm going
explodes
to add a
first.
d6 because of my stone. So 7 damage for the hit, and then it's a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, Haggard and Cassius, make a dexterity saving throw. The other troll fails.
The target also has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, right, yes. He passes. That's a 19.
18.
And it's 9 cold, and it's a 17 for the DC.
Okay, so Haggard and Cassius, you guys you succeed in the saving throw. Is it halved when you succeed? Laban?
No. Each creature within 5 feet must succeed or take cold damage.
Okay. Okay, so only the other troll takes cold damage from it then.
Okay. That was 9.
9. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Great. Haggard, you're up. You now see a third troll enter the fray via the light given off by the troll that you're engaged with.
All right, so I'm going to hunter's mark the troll that I have been attacking.
Okay. As your bonus action?
Yeah. And then I'm going to, again, try to melee him.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Hits. You have advantage as well.
Divine Smite. At the first level on this also.
Okay.
Oh my lord, I couldn't have gotten much worse. That's 5 bludgeoning and 5 radiant.
Okay. You hit the troll.
then-
He looks like shit, but he's still up.
It looks like shit to start with.
He looks
Yeah,
like shitty shit.
His, extra attack on the same one.
Okay. With advantage.
Does a 15, I'm sorry, does a 17 hit?
17 does hit, yes.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to even add my hunter's mark.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that d6.
All right, so that's 3 more from the last attack.
Okay.
And then for this one, it is a 6 bludgeoning and 6, I guess 6 extra bludgeoning for the hunter's mark.
Okay, so a total of 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, that troll looks like hell, but he's still standing somehow.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, the trolls regen some hit points. Because that's what trolls do. Give me just a sec here. Okay. The troll that is hunter marked by you, Hagrid, he's going to sort of feign an attack. He's going to use his action to disengage. He's going to feign an attack to get you and Cash just to kind of step back defensively, and then he's going to run off towards the well. And you see him jump into the well, and you remember the hole was very small, and you hear this horrible crunching noise as he disappears into the well.
Did he break himself?
Is he stuck?
You don't know at the moment.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out, won't we?
Haggard, you do still have your hunter's mark, so you can sense that he is somewhere in the well, and you can see a little bit of light, like bing, shooting out of the well because of the fairy fire. The other two trolls, though, let's see. This troll is going to step here. No, he's gonna stay there. This troll, though, is gonna step into the gap there. Tony, the troll to your north there is going to make his attacks on you again.
Okay.
So the bite attack is a natural 20.
That'll hit.
It was a 19 and a 20 that I rolled. Sorry, fam.
I can take it.
First claw attack is going to hit you with a 22. And then the third one is also going to hit you with a 24. And because you used your bite, you can't use your boots.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on dodging anyways. I have 107 hit points.
Shut up.
And
all right, so from the bite attack, you take 8 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
From the claws, I take 6. 23 slashing damage.
So that would be 12.
Be 11.
Okie dokie.
All right, and then Cassius, you're up.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot about the other troll. Sorry, you're not up yet.
Ah, damn it.
That troll is going to step in. Since he's only been attacking you so far, Cassius, he's going to make 3 attacks against you.
Okay. Blood Curse of the Eyeless, and I'll amplify it.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on all these, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And hold on. And I take 3 hit points of damage for it.
Okay, that's good because the bite was going to be a crit again, but it's not. Instead, I think it misses. That's a 13.
Misses.
Claw attack number 1 is a 18 with disadvantage.
That would hit.
Claw attack number 2 is a natural 1, so that misses. So just 1 claw attack hits you, and that's going to be 16 slashing damage. Rolled 2 6s there.
Yeah, are you still Jaegering Crispin through this whole thing?
No, not this week.
He's sleeping.
Okay.
He's dreaming of going on the open road in a really crappy minivan.
That being said, now Cassius, it is your turn.
Okay. I remember being kind of annoyed by that. And because of it, I'm going straight through, and I'll make 2 attacks on him.
Okay.
And I don't have advantage on this because he's not the one that's stuck in a well.
Right.
So that'll be a 16 to hit on the first one.
That will hit.
And I threw my dice off the table, so let's use the other one. That'll be an 18 to hit.
Both will hit.
Okay. And now, it starts off with 5 lightning damage and 18 piercing damage altogether.
Okay. All right. That it for your turn then?
It is, yes.
Tony.
Alrighty. Keep recklessly attacking the one I'm after.
Okay.
You already have advantage. Do you need a reckless attack?
Here he said it.
Huh?
That's just what Tony likes to do. He likes to live on the edge.
I do.
Yeah. Love to give yourself advantages you don't need.
That is... should be 16.
16 does hit.
Okay. So that'll be a 14 damage.
Okay. Still standing.
And next one, that is 19.
Hits.
That is 12 damage.
Okay.
And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to bite it.
All right.
That is going to be a 20-something. 23.
What did you roll?
15 plus 7 is my strength modifier. Oh, no, that's saving throw. So it's actually an 18. My bad.
Okay. That does still hit, though.
2d4. 9 damage.
Okay. All right. Laven, you're up.
I am going to cast Lightning Bolt again, but at the 5th level.
Holy crap. All right. So that's saving throws, correct?
Yep.
All
Did
right.
you say it 3 times before you cast it?
Your DC 17, correct?
Yes.
Both fail.
Perfect. And I rolled the damage while we were waiting, because it's a lot of dice. So 32 lightning.
All right. That's enough to kill the first troll and horribly maim the second.
Nice.
Did he poop himself?
I think everything fell out of him.
Well, that's weird. Okay.
All right, so he's still standing. You still have a bonus action.
And I am hunting for something. I do not have a good spell for this situation. Because he's too far away for poison spray.
I mean, you could move.
I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna run at him. I want to like leap over the corpse of this troll, and then poison spray him.
Okay.
It's Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit! Sorry. Constitution. He has a +5, but it only amounts to a 10. So. That's
Yay! So that is 17 poison.
All right. Dang, you just downed 2 trolls in 1 turn. So the troll like coughs and sputters on the poison spray and falls over in his own pile of everything. And everything goes really quiet after that. Haggard, you can still sense, although the light is long since gone, you can still sense where your troll friend is, and you're getting a northeastern heading in your brain, and it's moving towards the north.
I slump down against the remnants of the wall, drop my rapiers to the right of the storm ceases, and I go, next watch.
You just gonna sleep here with these dead trolls? That's a yes.
He's gone.
Spin number 2.
Is it
Okay.
cold?
The rest of the evening goes by without fail. Due to the interrupted rest, you guys do get a later start in the day. It's not quite midday when you get up, but it's getting closer than you usually are used to when you set out for the night, or for the day, I mean.
But it's a long rest.
But it is a long rest.
Cool.
A
lot of spell slots.
Due to the fact that I woke up before the rest of the party that's here today, due to the fact I immediately passed the F out after that fight, I'll have a brunch being prepared.
Okay.
And it's really just warm rations.
And some troll fat for flavor.
Yeah.
It's a troll
Takes
fat
the
thing.
hardtack out of his kit, and he's just like warming it up over a small fire, so it's just like lightly toasted hard crackers.
Yeah.
But I wanted gruel.
Well, you should have bought some when we were in town.
Yeah, should have bought gruel, Tony.
All right, I'm just gonna cook a troll then.
You do you, buddy.
I'm gonna make troll haggis. That'll put some
All right.
hair on your ass.
You guys do
I
remember
will remain
behind the statues. There was a short but steep staircase leading up into the opening to what you now know as Diderius's tomb.
Diderius.
Diderius.
I'm gonna make some stutter jokes at some point.
Hold up, let me make sure I got this right. Because I also am scheduling cases for tomorrow. You said that behind the statues, there's a stairwell going down.
Up. So on the map, you can see on
Looks
the map.
like a ladder.
It looks like a ladder because it's a very short, steep staircase, stone staircase
Okay.
carved into the side of the bluff, leading up into what you can see. Looks like you can see from where you are some gilded carvings and silver. No, just the gilded carvings actually from where you guys are at the base level.
I don't think we have any other choice than to get up and explore this tomb.
Works for me. Let's do it.
I Leonardo DiCaprio walk with big arm swings and everything up towards the staircase.
Okay. Let me then do this Amundo. Okay, so as you guys enter this antechamber, you see a tomb with gilded carvings and silver censers.
Are there 9 of them?
No.
9.
Are there gods around here?
You see
Specifically
between
one
the
less than
carvings a dozen alcoves recognizable as funerary niches, though right now they contain only splinters of bone. At the far end of the chamber, a stone door hangs ajar. Marks on the door and frame indicate that it was recently forced. As you look around, everyone go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Alrighty. Smack the keyboard.
And if you get higher than a 15, let me know.
I did. Is this where we have to duck so we don't get decapitated?
No. Nothing that untoward.
Nothing that a penitent man wouldn't do?
It's not as bad as Tomb of Annihilation, it seems.
You guys notice sort of a flicker in what you see around you, where you see gilded carvings and silver censers. You actually see defaced and ruined relief carved walls, and the censers disappear and come back. It looks as though the area around you has been looted, but as quickly as it left, the illusion comes back.
All right. There's a part of me that sits there and thinks this is part of the trial. Nobody take anything. This is the respect that they're asking about.
Can I undeface the walls? I'm asking the doctor.
Let's find out exactly what we're dealing with, and then we'll circle around back to that decision.
That's a
It's a no. However, I'm glad that you had the wisdom to realize I was politely saying no.
Whoops.
As I walk forward.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. Cool.
Ah.
Wrong button.
Turn order. Perfect.
Left, right, left, right. Oh, not that turn order.
Okay. So as you guys go through the door, you see a hall with 6 statues standing. Let's go ahead, establish a marching order. Don't go further than Cassius.
I'll lead.
Okay.
I shall be there with him.
Went too far.
Yeah, Cassius, I meant like don't go any further than where you already
Where
were.
you were, which is right there. Hagrid's taken back.
Are you hanging back in the previous room, Hagrid, or where do you want to be in the marching order?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So you see 6 statues standing in this room, all of cowled wizards leaning on staves. Their faces are obscured by deep hoods. The hollows the hoods form are particularly dark. You see scattered around the chamber, and particularly around niches between the statues, bones of more than a dozen humanoids now littering the ground. You guys are struck by a sudden thought when you enter the area. Some secrets are not meant for mortal minds to know. Look away from the darkness in which such knowledge hides.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, I have an impulse to lift off their hoods, so I'm guessing don't do that.
Yeah, that would break rule number 1.
All right. So as you go forward through the room, Tony and Cassius, since you guys are in front, when you first get forward about 10 feet, the sound of grinding stone announces the statued wizards' heads turning to follow your movements. Do you guys look forward, or do you look at the hoods as you're continuing forward?
I'm gonna just look at my toes.
Yeah, that seems like the best thing. Is I look. It's prison rules, looking straight down.
Laven?
Do what's right. Do what you think is right.
Do what Laven would do.
Laven's face is straightforward, and his eyes just kind of creep a little bit to the edge.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
At least that's a good skill. 22.
Okay. Before I tell you what happens, Hagrid, do you look at the darkened, cowled faces of the wizards, or do you continue forward, heeding the warning that echoed into your mind?
I heed.
Okay.
The
Laven,
dude abides.
you are able to shrug off whatever magical effect the statue is trying to imbue on you.
Did I notice that I did wrong? Like, did I notice the fact that I shouldn't have looked over?
No, because you don't really know
nothing
what
happened.
was trying to what was going to happen to you.
Okay.
You just noticed that there was some sort of compelling force telling you to stay put, but you realize that that's probably not a great idea.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're able to, after sneaking a glance up at the statue, you again avert your eyes forward and follow Cassius in front of you as you guys walk through the chamber. Right. So you enter the chamber in front of you.
Unto the breach once more.
You walk into a room with a high vaulted dome with a deep inset ledge circling the room, 10 feet wide and 15 feet up. The floor here is set with a beautiful tile mosaic showing a knight in plate armor wielding a glowing sword against a chimera. The word safe is written on chalk on the door leading to the north.
So that one's not safe.
The
Nope.
word safe is written on this door here.
Oldest trick in the book. So we go to die.
When the first Cassius, since you're leading,
before you continue,
yeah.
Cassius will go to the door and wipe right above the word safe to see if not is written above it.
Okay, before you do so, since you're leading the party, I need you to make a perception check.
17.
17.
Hold up, let me make sure I got that modifier right. I rolled an 11. Perception is +6, so yeah, 17.
Okay. So then you are not surprised when you see clawing its way out of the mosaic the chimera depicted in the mosaic, as it goes from a 2D tile mosaic to a 3D animated creature in front of you.
And this is why you should never invest in the arts.
You hear a clacking noise as it claws its way out of the mosaic. It stands on the floor in front of you. And again, I need you to roll initiative.
So demanding.
Oh my god, that's another 6. It hit my pencil and rolled off and went back to a 2.
It's so funny that you're
that thing's gonna try to attack us. Let's just see what happens.
Both times you're like, it's fine. We'll see what happens.
You know, for a blood hunter, I don't have a lot of bloodlust.
All right, let me switch over to...
You just lust after the blood that stays inside of you.
Yeah, I lust after retaining what I've got instead of getting other bloods. I'm like anti-Laven.
All right. Let's see here. And then dirty 20. All right. Tony, unsurprisingly, is going to be first again.
Upside to having advantage. Well, are you ready? What's up? Not allowed. Why? What'd you do?
Okay.
Alright.
All right. I actually, guys, sorry, I have to run to the bathroom really quick. Be right back.
Not allowed. Crazy babies. Can't do anything without a DM.
Quick! Attack it while he's not looking.
Let's see if he screwed up and we can actually just delete it and say it died while he was gone.
Corey, while you were gone, we rolled 300 attacks and they all were criticals.
Some were even double criticals.
And they all have advantage.
Jeez, can't even go 2 hours without having to take a pee.
That's a sign of type 2 diabetes.
Diabetes.
Or a sign of drinking too many Dr. Peppers.
That is
Especially
all,
diet.
that could explain both of those things.
All right, guys. So, Tony, you're up first. I'm assuming you're rushing in and attacking recklessly on the Tile Chimera.
No, we killed it while you were gone.
Just nothing but criticals.
That'll be fun for you to edit.
Everything you got.
Yep. The usual. How about 18?
An 18 will hit.
Alright.
No, that's how much life it has left.
I need to mark off one of my rages while I'm at it. So that is... I have been rolling for single-handed attacks when I've been doing two-handed attacks. Oh well. That first one is single-handed and that's 8 damage.
Okay.
Now I'm going to do two-handed attacks because that makes more sense. That is going to be 12 damage.
What did you roll?
9 plus 3.
No, what did you roll to hit?
Oh, shit. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 2. Never mind. I'm done.
I'm not going to get the job done. All right. Hagrid. You are next most ready.
All right. I believe I will move here
Okay.
to Mr. Pobar.
Mm-hmm.
And why not? Let's use the bonus action to Hunter's Mark. This Chimera.
Okay. Really quick before you continue, Haggard, what kind of damage does your sword do, Tony? Slashing?
It is slashing.
Slashing, okay. All right, Haggard, sorry, go ahead.
No problem. And then I will attempt to melee with my Warhammer.
Okay.
23.
That will hit.
I would like to use Divine Smite.
Mhm.
At the first level. So that is 12 bludgeoning, 6 extra damage, and I guess it's actually 3 radiant for the Divine Smite, right?
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
it is radiant for Divine Smite.
3 damage for Divine Smite, and 3 for the Hunter's Mark extra damage.
How much from the Hunter's Mark, sorry? 4?
3.
3, okay.
And then for my extra attack, dirty 20. I'm going to use Divine Smite again. 12 bludgeoning, 9 radiant, and just one from the Hunter's Mark, which I'm going to refer to now as Bridget von Hammerschmark.
How much damage was that again? Sorry.
All of it?
Yeah.
No, that's the answer.
Did you get that?
12 bludgeoning. Yep.
12 bludgeoning, 9 radiant
Okay.
for the smite, and 1 for Bridget.
Bridget. That's your hunter's mark?
That's the von Hammerschmark, yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So, let's see here. At the next turn is the Chimera. It is going to make a multi-attack. It's going to attempt to gore Tony with its horns and hit Hagrid with its bite and claws. Let's see. Tony. That is a 26 to hit you.
That'll hit.
Okay. So that is 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Are you raging?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why I didn't try biting it.
Gotcha. All right, and then the bite and claws against you, Hagrid, are both going to miss. And then the creature is going to open its mouth, and it's going to let out a fire breath attack from its dragon head.
Those are combustible tiles?
I'm a dumbass.
So, let's see here. Just so I can... Okay, so that means that Tony and Hagrid, I need you guys to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Is it against magic?
It's against tiles.
It's against like a dragon's fire attack. So, no. It's not a spell.
Ha, either way, I have advantage on dex against effects I can see.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got a 6.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So Tony, you take half damage. Hagrid, you take full damage. So Hagrid, you take 31 fire damage, and Tony, you take 15.
So I
Can I
take
use Stone's
7.
Endurance?
Yes, you can use Stone's Endurance.
7.
For fuck's sake. I rolled a goddamn 1 on a 12.
So you take 30 points of fire damage.
It's a
How much
very
did you say
mutable
it was?
stone.
30.
No, how much originally?
Oh, it was 31.
Okay, well, I get to take 5 off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that con modifier means something.
Sorry, I forgot there was a modifier to it.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's it for the Chimera. So, Laven, you're up.
I thought you just said you just killed it.
I know. He even agreed it was dead. Now we're
I
fighting.
thought you just said you killed it. What am I fighting?
Time. We're fighting time.
the enemy of all creatures.
Your fighting time is his time to fight. Do it.
I can't tell if that's Jester or Schwarzenegger.
Schwartz
It's definitely not Chester.
I'm going to fight and do it.
It also wasn't quite Schwarzenegger, which is good because I was kind of going for more of an original voice.
Short and Jester.
So,
Yeah,
what am I doing?
DM, if I rolled a 10, would I have made a save on that?
No.
Okay. Because I
DC is
keep
15.
forgetting that my aura of protection gives me a +4.
Yes.
What am I attacking?
It is a Chimera.
I thought you said he
Made
just
out of
killed it.
tiles. What?
I thought you just said he killed it.
No.
I misheard what was happening. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna step there, and I'm going to. What am I gonna do? Just go 10, 15. Go there, cast Flame Blade,
Okay.
and start hacking.
Okay. The Chimera's gonna make a reaction to turn towards you, and flat side. So you actually have disadvantage on this attack because it's turning from being like it still actually is a two-dimensional figure. It came up out of the ground, so you can flat side. It looks like a full Chimera, but if it turns to look at you, it's like nothing.
Okay.
Oh, where'd you go, Corey?
Yes, like that Family Guy joke.
And disadvantage 15 to hit.
A 15 does still hit.
Cool. And I get to roll 4 of these bad boys. 9 fire damage.
9 fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that would be all I can do.
All right, Cassius, you're up.
All right, I'm going to cycle around, and I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And I remember as a kid going to a lot of art museums.
Uh-huh.
And they always told me not to do flash photography.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out my crossbow
Uh-huh.
and view it with Rite of the Storm and
Okay.
fire flash photography right at the art piece.
Okay.
+16 +8, 24.
That will hit.
Okay, 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 4. That will be max damage, actually. 12 piercing damage and 6 lightning damage.
Okay. All right.
And then I will reload flash photography.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right. You do notice as you fire your bolt at the Chimera, the bolt itself skitters off. It like hits it and deflects it like up towards the the ceiling. But the electrical energy, much like when you were fighting the ghosts, you do see it like jump from tile to tile throughout the Chimera.
God damn it. And then I put flash photography away and pull out my rapier.
Okay. All right. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Tony, you're up.
It's okay. I've realized I've been an idiot this entire time.
You are.
Just now?
I haven't been adding +3 to damage rolls.
From raging?
Yep.
That's all right. I made the same mistake when I was you, but I'm also not a barbarian, so that's...
Yep.
I don't know what your excuse is.
Reckless attack.
Okay.
I don't think either of those are going to do it. 12?
No.
Again. 12?
No.
Let's try biting it.
12?
13?
No.
Yep. I
So you
rolled a
see
5
Tony.
and a 2, a 5 and a 2, and yeah.
Tony, just a bare-chested, tattooed flurry of flesh, blade, and teeth. Just missing everything.
It's like that white
So
kid
he's-
flail dancing shit.
So he's basically the Tasmanian devil without any kind of effectiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Was
that,
he
yep.
crumping? Is this crumping?
Honestly, he was crumping.
Combine Wile E. Coyote and the Tasmanian devil, and that was me.
Haggard, you're up.
We're mixing cartoons, I thought.
All right, at the risk of giving up the hunter's mark, I would like to cast on myself protection from energy.
That's a concentration spell.
It is a concentration spell.
Okay. So you do lose your hunter's mark.
No, both of them are. And since that is a third level abjuration, that possibly main action.
Yes.
So what are my options then as a bonus?
You can cast a spell up to second level. You can use your ring to shoot a guided bolt at it. You can use your ring to cure Tony. I don't know.
Well, if I try the ring, I have to do it at disadvantage, right? Because I'm in within melee range.
If you were to shoot at the Chimera, yes.
Well, since it's my only chance, why not?
Okay.
Oh, gosh. One was a net 20. The other was a 3. So I don't think an 11 is going to hit.
No, unfortunately not. Sorry. It was a good try, though. All right. Now, the Chimera is up.
Oh, and if I have to declare, obviously I'm going to pick fire as my resistance.
I assumed. The Chimera does not recharge its breath weapon. It's going to make an attack, one each, at Leovan, Hagrid, and Tony. Leovan is going to bite at you. That is a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay. Tony, towards you. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's going to be for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, end of the world.
Leovan, why are you rolling?
Why aren't you?
I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
Hagrid, a 17 will miss you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then that's the end of the turn for the Chimera. Leovan, you are up. Leovan?
Yep, sorry.
He's too busy rolling.
Is it the oven in English?
Oh yeah, Flame Blade. So I will swing at him. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
And should I lose my? There we go. 12 fire damage.
Okay.
And then guessing it doesn't breathe. And which is basically everything else I have. So I'm gonna stop.
Oh, okay. Cassius, you're up then.
Okay. I guess now it's time for me to put another. This time I'll go right of the cold.
Okay.
And that brings my hit points down to 81. And I'll go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And I'll go ahead and make 2 thrusts with my rapier.
Okay.
First one is a 17, 9 plus 8.
That'll hit.
Second one is a natural 20.
That'll probably hit.
The cleanest 20 I've ever rolled today. All right. Oh, my Glanta. Okay. So first one is 7 piercing damage, 6 cold damage. The second one is 12, 18 piercing damage, and 12 lightning, or 12 cold damage.
Okay.
And then, in the likely event that it's going to get angry at me, I'm going to rotate 90 degrees so it can't see me either.
Worth a
That's my
shot.
turn.
It's worth
Yep.
a shot.
It's worth a shot.
All right, Tony, you're up.
Reckless abandon.
It's totally going to see me mocking it.
For your first attack, roll normally as the Chimera turns towards you and can't see it.
Yeah.
So that would normally impose disadvantage, but since you're rolling recklessly, it's just a straight attack.
Well, that works out for me either way. How about a 20? What would that be?
That'll hit.
25?
That'll hit.
Okie dokie. Let's roll myself a d10. So that is 9, 12, 15 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again.
This time with advantage.
Okay. That is 16.
That'll hit.
Okie dokie. 4, 7, 10 damage.
Okay.
And
Agreed.
I'm gonna bite it.
Oh, you're gonna bite it. Okay.
I'm gonna bite it. That is a 26.
That will hit.
2d8. 6 damage.
Okay. Now, I'll take a turn.
I'm gonna meta game here a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a tile creature.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking it's a lot like stone. So things like piercing damage probably aren't registering as much.
That is a reasonable guess.
Okay. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Bludgeon
I mean,
the
you did
shit
see-
out of it.
Cassius can confirm that his bolt did go shooting off of the Chimera. Tony doesn't give a shit what he bites. He's just gonna bite things.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I'm picturing a whole Tom and Jerry. Tom bites into something and now his teeth crack off kind of.
Oh no, that absolutely happened. But like I
That-
said, Tony
but
doesn't
that
give a
happened
shit.
last
He tried
week.
to bite a ghost twice.
Yep. I'll take whatever damage I can get.
Well, I'm just saying, the DM is, it's up to him to, let us know that, our effectiveness is being halved at certain times.
Look, if I had tile cleaner, we could fix this all right now, but I forgot to buy it in town.
I didn't bring the grout.
Yep.
Like I said, they fought ghosts. Tony bit one. Told him it did nothing. He tried to bite it again.
Yep.
So Cassius knows it doesn't work. Tony does not give a shit.
Okay.
But it is your turn, Hagrid.
Oh, okay. Okay. I do not want to take the chance on losing my protection from energy, so I am simply going to melee with my Warhammer.
Okay.
That's an adjusted 21.
That will hit.
All right. I'm going to use Divine Smite again. That is 7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 8 radiant.
Okay.
And 1 dead piece of art.
And my extra attack will also be Warhammer.
Okay.
Also a 21.
Mhm.
Also with Divine Smite. That's 8 bludgeoning and 15 radiant.
Okay. So, as you bring your mighty, radiant, smiting blade hammer through the tile chimera, all of a sudden, it just turns into tiles, and you blast tiles all over the room. It's like if you took a thing full of Legos and shot it with an air cannon. But yeah, so that's that. You guys defeated the Tal Chimera. And that's where we're going to end this week's adventure.
All right.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
I wasn't sure if we were gonna make it. I was actually gonna stop us just straight at 9, regardless of whose turn it was, and see then next week if we have Crispin. I was gonna see if he could make it to the battle before you guys finish.
And we're out.